Good afternoon. I'm here with Angela ROSHIER of CVC DIF. Good afternoon, Angela.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for coming and with your precious time, sharing it with us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Please introduce yourself and your firm.
So my name is Angela ROSHIER. I'm a partner at CVC DIF, and I run the value creation activities across our mid-market strategies. CVC DIF is an infrastructure specialist with 19 billion euros under management, and we're part of the wider CVC group.
That was a comprehensive introduction. 19 billion is quite sizable. Very good. With declining interest rates in the old days, refinancing was a value creation lever. Obviously, that's no longer available. What do you do to create value in this new high interest rate environment?
So you're quite right. Refinancing was a lever that we pulled very, very easily over the last 5 to 10 years, and this is something that's much harder to do now. With the benefit of 26 years' experience in infrastructure, I've seen how the asset class responds over macroeconomic cycles and also with shocks such as the pandemic or Brexit. And the good news is the asset class is very resilient. So what we are doing at the moment is instead of focusing, we're changing our focus. We're using our value creation toolkit, but we're focusing on different aspects. For example, optimization of revenue. So we've been working with our fiber businesses and our data center businesses to drive through price increases, optimize, changes the sales team and the marketing strategy. So we drive up ARPU and subscriber numbers. Another example is we've been...
So it's more revenue optimization
That's
than
right.
a cost optimization.
Revenue and a cost optimization, both. Examples of cost optimization might be looking at the energy efficiency side and using that to reduce operating costs within a business. So those are the two levers that we're continuing to pull.
And everybody's talking about AI. How important do you think it will be for value creation? I mean, looking at your asset classes, which are, infrastructure and healthcare and so on. Where would you apply AI across those different sectors?
I think AI is going to be a really exciting and influential factor within our investment strategy and our investing companies. And I really see it in two ways. First of all, we are seeing a lot of opportunities for our data center businesses and also renewable energy, which is linked, where the demand for data center spaces and capacity is causing us to have a lot of inbound inquiries in our data center platforms that we have investments. And likewise, on our renewable energy businesses, we are seeing technology companies more interested in PPAs and corporate PPAs, which is very beneficial for ourselves as an investment house. And then in terms of the AI tool itself, we've been working with CVC with their sort of technology background to help our portfolio companies in a systematic way review the AI opportunities. And we're beginning to see some very interesting examples. We worked with a French water company recently where over 60 opportunities were identified, about 70% in the revenue optimization side and 30% in the cost side. And examples includes chatbots for customer service, using optimizing the processing to reduce energy costs. So a lot of exciting opportunities for us.
Infrastructure has always been close to governments and regulators because it has to, and therefore has a long history of dealing with geopolitical challenges in different countries. And there is a lot of these around at the moment. How do you deal with them? And are there particular challenges in different regions that you are seeing? Are some regions easier?
Geopolitical risk is something that we are focusing much more on at the moment in terms of our discussions at investment committee or in the partner group discussions. We see geopolitical risk manifest themselves in three ways across our portfolio, and I'll give you some examples. So first is the geopolitics immigration. We are investors in several student accommodation businesses and places, jurisdictions such as Australia are including caps on student immigration, which is directly impacting the occupancy levels. So direct line from immigration policies to the performance of our businesses. And that's been replicated elsewhere in different ways around the world. We see it through trade and regulation. An example would be the EV sector, where the subsidies that are available for consumers to buy electric vehicles, or to give time for European OEMs to produce a mass market product, is again something that is in the hands of the regulators and the government. And what we're doing there is we are focusing our 2 EV charging businesses on the business to business, so the fleet segment, to protect ourselves or give some protection. These are less volatile markets where the utilization rates are predictable. So we are gearing our business again in response to that geopolitical side. And the geopolitics of conflict, we see that we've had to cope with it. Most obvious impact was higher energy prices after the start of the Ukraine war. So we had to work very hard in our businesses that have high energy consumption to reduce energy use, to swap to different forms of fuel where necessary.
Thank you, Angela. That was most insightful.